Hello Internet, I am Xenoun and welcome to yet another Let's Play episode on the Terrascape server. And yes, sadly I'm back at spawn. The reason for this being, as I said, I was going to enchant a piece of gear every episode, and my enchanting table and bookshelves are actually at the community spider farm. So yeah. Guess that's alright, but I don't really go into water that often. Yeah, got a little bit different start to this episode. Zero's got TNT ready to blow up at his house, so I'm gonna head over there and show you guys what his place looks like, and yeah, can tell you a bit about what he's doing. So see you there in a second.
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
Okay guys, so I've arrived at Zero's big hole. It's a bit stretched out, but you know, don't tell him I said that. Oh, hi Zero, how are you?
Hey, shush.
And Cobalt's come over as well, so he's the fancy ape in blue armor.
Alright.
Alright, well, yeah, I got TNT set up here.
Yeah. Well, Cobalt, do you want to
There you
tell
go.
people what you're doing here for my channel?
What do you mean?
I mean Zero, not Cobalt. My bad.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, what?
Oh.
I'm digging a big hole. Alright, let's go.
What are you doing here? I don't really know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my big base, but it's gonna be a big hole.
Oh, that's it?
It's TNT.
Yeah, he's just making a huge hole in the ground. He's gonna live in it.
Well, it's an upside down dome, so it's not a hole.
So you mean a bowl?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a hole.
Man, it's gonna take a lot of cereal to fill this.
What is this
What's-
base up here, dude?
What?
That's his storage thing, I think, from his videos.
Yeah, it's really makeshift storage.
So yeah, guys watching my video, I think, well, Cobalt might be recording, but I don't think Zero is right now. But
I'm
yeah, Cobalt and Zero, both.
Oh, I'm gonna blow up.
I mentioned it last episode, but both these guys post videos on YouTube, so their channels are in the description along with Krilly. So if you want to see more of Zero blowing up rocks, then watch his channel. And Cobalt
Shut
is.
up, I've made it apparent that this isn't gonna last the entire time.
And Cobalt is still working on starting his base up. He has a few episodes up, so you can check him out too. Yeah.
Zero.
What?
How much of this cobble do you need?
You can take all of it. No, actually, take that back. You can take like a few double chests worth.
Okay, cool.
Because I need some of it because I think I'm gonna line the outside of this with stone bricks. I don't know.
Alright, I took about half a double chest, so that's a single
Yeah,
chest.
go ahead.
Zero's a rather noisy person.
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you seem to have some kind of large amount of gas there. You're letting it off every couple of seconds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
anyway. Anyway, this is what Zero's doing at the moment, and he's got a little sheep down here. So,
He's about to die.
it's stealing his iron!
Don't tell him.
You're stealing my iron?
No.
Go ahead. There's so much of it.
Anyway,
not.
I'm gonna leave Zero
Oh, I'm blowing
to
up. Oh,
blowing
I
up his
died.
ground and head back over to my base, so catch you guys over there. Okay, so here we are back at my base. Yeah, so that's what Zero's doing, digging a big hole. If you want to find out more, go check out his channel. He did a nice long hour episode of caving, so that was riveting stuff. Yeah, no, it's not all like that, so don't worry. And Cobalt hasn't done too much on his base yet, but he says he's working on stuff. And he does have a couple episodes up, so check him out too. And a chicken has jumped into my pigs. Okay, whatever. So down here I've put in some more lava. Still need the torches because the half slabs where you can still see the lava, they block out the light. So yeah. But yeah, down here you can see I've changed the floor. It's all nether brick now. And I've got an iron block for the button. Jemmy Hamster has suggested I use chiseled brick, so try it out, see what it looks like. So that kind of blends in more. Maybe if it was, yeah. I don't know, I kind of want it to stand out, so that was my problem with the normal brick. And while you can still see it there, the texture kind of blends in a lot, so might stick with the iron block for now. Yeah, and I forgot to show what the circuitry behind there looks like last episode, and because two people have asked for a tutorial now, or one asked and the other said that they'd like to see it. I won't bother to show it, I'll just do a tutorial and you'll see it then. Yeah, and the last thing was Jamie Hamster also suggested replacing these with iron bars. No, that was kind of the reason why I had a like glass here and iron up there, so it looks a bit different. Because originally I think I had double glass, and then I'm like, well, I want it to look different, so I put the bars. So I don't know, I might stick with glass there as well. A lot of this is just subjective stuff, so might not necessarily be better one way than another. I'd like to be able to see through, but yeah. I don't know. I would like something better on the walls, because it's just all grey. So yeah, I can't think of any kind of pattern that would look nice, because I don't think I've even done these. It's 3, it's 3, it's kind of 5, it's just in the middle. Yeah, these are all just like completely uneven, although that's 3, that's 3. So I guess it's mostly 3, but that wasn't really by design, it's just how it happened. But yeah, anyway, that's what the pig cooker's looking like at the moment. And this episode I'm going to go work on my actual base, so the underground portion that I'm going to have centered on the triple spider spawner I found. So I haven't actually shown any of that yet. So I'm going to head down there and show you guys what that looks like. But it is kind of a long ladder trip, so see you when I get to the bottom. Okay, so down here now. So this is the abandoned mine shaft that I found all the spawners in. And yeah, so we've got one there, and then another 2 over here. And I've marked out this cobblestone section. If I stand anywhere in this, I activate all 3. So yeah, their heights, I think that one's like 2 blocks above the other 2. And these 2, you can see I've marked out the cobblestone floor of where their spawning areas, so they intersect along this double line here. So this one goes along that, and then the other one comes along here. So this one is going to be a bit more tricky than my last one. First because, oops, these 2 here are further apart. Like, even though they're together, they're further apart than the last one, and their rooms only kind of intersect along a small corner. So I'm going to have probably separate tunnel coming out from each. At least they're at the same height, so that kind of helps. But yeah, I'll figure out something with that. And then over here, it's like complete opposite direction. So if I stand somewhere here, then because if I can get those ones to path to that wall, and then those ones would come from that wall, and then this one here would then be a problem. So it's going to be matter of fine-tuning the spot I stand. Maybe here, this could work. So I push those guys to that corner. So I'd get these ones out of that corner and these ones straight out the middle. And see if that works. But yeah, I'm not going to bore you guys with another like time-lapse speed-up thing of me building this, so I might just go ahead and do it, and I'll show you once I've got their that pathing worked out. So yeah, well, see you in what for you guys will be a second, and for me will probably be a couple hours or something. So yeah, be right back. So one thing, I didn't actually grab any resources to build that. So while I'm up here, I realised I also forgot to mention that we actually changed over to the new upgrade server now. So we've changed server host to cubed host, which is the same one Generic B actually uses. So we used the code that he has to give us a discount. So hopefully we'll have less lag now. We've still got to kind of test it out. We had, with the 3 of us on before, I mean we're on now, but with Cobalt, Zero and I on, I was still getting a little bit of block lag, but it was nowhere near as bad as the old server. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And, oh yeah, last episode I was meant to mention that the server that we're playing on is completely survival, 100% legit. Everything we do. I'm just wondering what I'm going to build this thing out of. Yeah, I don't think I have enough of that. Yeah, 100% legit, so we don't use creative at all. So that kind of makes Sin's huge tower even more impressive. And yeah, we're not accepting any new people on the server at the moment. If we do at some point in the future, then I'm not sure how we'll decide who we should let join, but I'll be sure to let you know if we're opening it up for general applications. So yeah, back to the XP farm building. Okay guys, I'm back. As you can see, there's a large mess of glass and tunnels here. This is the spot I've ended up going with for to stand for the spiders to come. So you can see that spawner's on. Both of those are. I've just got that as glass at the moment, so you can see the spawners. So yeah, over these ones, this was actually a lot easier than I thought with this room. Basically, they come out and meet here. I originally had them going like upstairs here and meeting just at the top of the stairs, but that didn't work. I'm trying to remember why, but I can't. It was something to do with the water flow. So all I did was stop that one short and let that one push through and up the stairs. Then come up more stairs there, and then come through, get pushed to here. If you're wondering if you can see a couple blocks here. If you're wondering if that's going to have any effect with them not having water, it doesn't, because the spiders track you by this point. So I've seen them come along here, go straight through. And in this section here, I've got a water source there, one on the corner here, and then another one there. So it was almost good enough with just one there, because that flowed out and around the corner, but it just wasn't quite far enough yeah, to be able to use it. So yeah, that works anyway. Then over this one, I originally thought, like, this is pretty standard, just got the one blank spot. Originally thought that I'd have to come through here in the diagonal and then basically meet up here. And I noticed when I did it, they were coming through a little slowly, because they come through, hit that block, hit that block, hit that block, hit that block. So they came through a bit staggered. So I just tried straight and straight, and it surprised me. It actually works. I thought they'd be trying to track me while they get to here and try to start tracking me through the glass, but the water gives them enough of a push to come around. Then you probably noticed I've got some weird water flows through this bit. That's because this source block here flows to right here, block just before the corner. And what I need is water that pushes them around the corner, otherwise, because where I'm standing here, they'll get stuck on that corner, they won't go there and down. And so to fix that issue, I think originally I had a source block there, and that worked fine, except when it got to here, this water pushed back this way a little, so that didn't work, and I had to move it up to here, and that all works fine now. And the point, I originally also had my spot where I'm standing here, so that's why this glass, whoops, oh, that's why that glass block was there, because it had a pane on it. But the reason I've moved it is because when you have two water flows meeting and you're standing right above it, you are left with what I had here was two walls for the spiders to climb. And they can still do it, but what usually happens is the first one or two will come in, and then the rest start to bunch up, and then to fix it, you have to back away, punch one, and then that damage somehow makes it okay for all the rest to stack in on top of him. But if you then instead move it like here, so I've got three walls they can now climb, they come in and climb up no worries. So you've probably noticed that all my other spider farms meet up before the block I'm standing on, and that's the reason why. I've seen some spider farms where people have to punch them, and there's usually a way around it, but not always, so I prefer to have 100% efficiency if possible. So yeah, I'll just show you how this works. Actual spiders, do it one at a time. I've kept the lights separated this time. So he's swimming around a bit longer than normal. Other thing about this, I haven't needed any drowning traps, so that's always a plus, don't have to kill any spiders. So there we go, he's just pushed in. If you're wondering why there's only one spawning, it's pretty terrible. It's just because I've got lights around the outside, so they interfere. I'll remove those later, or I'll just half slab the floor and yeah, remove the lights completely. So just wait for another one to spawn. Come on. One more. There we go. So you can see, comes through, hits the dry spot, ignores it, comes through, hits that dry spot, he's fine, and it's pushed in. So turn that one back, and we try, oops. Come on, I know I can hit this though. Try this one. So that one came from there and went through this tunnel, which is a bit interesting, but it works. Oh, I just remember there's a stagnant spot in that. I'll show you the water flows in there. It's a good thing that reminded me, otherwise I'd get some stuck in there. Yeah, this sometimes happens where they group up a little in the tunnels, but if you give them a second they sort themselves out and jostle in. And they group up perfectly like that, so just let one more group spawn in there so you can see what they do. So he's trying to go fight the current, but he'll eventually fight it less and gets pushed. So yeah, normally those ones come through here. This is the only time I've seen them come through that one, but works that way too. They group in nicely, so just kill these quickly. And yeah, I don't have the crusher in yet, I'll do that later. You've seen me do that twice now if you've watched all my videos, so not too difficult. I got plenty of glass. This was the bit I remembered. Sign. Not that it matters too much, because if it's stopped and they're tracking, they'll move off anyway, but I prefer to have a sign just to show that this block isn't going to work. And that's just because that source block flows to here, that one flows from there and flows around the corner, so it just they push against each other enough to make a stagnant point. And interesting bit here is I didn't really have to do anything except for that one, because it all just meets up nicely. Oh, I've got a half slab on the corner here, which... oh, it's not working for me because I'm not a spider. Yeah, I'm too tall. Yeah, so just got a half slab because the stairs I could only face that way or in that way, and they, because of the water flow here, they can come at this block from two directions. So I've just got a half slab there, and it works fine. So yeah, a couple things that were a little different in this one compared to previous ones, but that's what K-Spider XP farms are all about. No two are ever the same just because the spawners are always in different locations. I suppose you could get some the same, like if you use the same seed or they happen to just... but yeah, you get my point. So, funny thing is, I've gone to all the effort of making this look pretty. I've got the nice textured ceiling and then it's sandstone floor, all glass walls and nether brick floor, and what I'm actually going to do is cover everything up so you can't actually see any of this. All you'll see is basically the block you stand on, so yeah, this will be part of the floor. But yeah, it's just a habit now, I guess, to make things look a bit pretty. I had fun doing it, and I did have to go raid another nether fortress for brick, but oh well, it's worth the effort. So yeah, I'll build the crusher off camera, and I'll probably just show you at the start of the next episode that it all works okay. And lights, I'll probably join them together, but I'll just leave them down here for now because this room design will change completely, and I'll have a control room somewhere. Other thing I'm going to do with this, if it's possible, I'm not sure, is have a switch so I can divert these all into a drowning trap and just give me the drops instead of having to use the crusher. I'm not sure if that's possible because they're only one high, so it's hard to do some kind of mob evader system to get them above me and drop the things. But I could always do alternate flows with stairs, I guess, to push them upwards. Yeah, that'll be a very tedious task, and I'll have to do lots of trial and error. So I'll just probably won't show you any of that really. Might show you how the tunnels look at the end if it works, but that'll be it. Anyway, see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this vid. Didn't really have too much except this because I had to get it done. I don't want to show it again, but yeah. Yeah, leave comments, let me know what you think, and if you notice anything that looks a bit weird and you think I could improve, let me know. And yeah, like or dislike depending on how you feel about it. So catch you next time. Wrong button.